What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Vinny Balls Official, the beast from the Northeast. This is my first impression. My first impressions of Resident Evil 7. Well, I mean, and also it's kind of an introduction to the I'm going to be doing a series on my channel for the time being until like I'm through this game like thoroughly. And I have so much footage that I just like collected like last night alone, enough for like you know, a Let's Play 1, 2, and 3. And I'll probably get in there today and play some more. But I mean, my first impressions, you know, speaking of that, I was impressed. I was really impressed. I was in shock. I was in awe. I mean, the graphical leaps and bounds they made in this game are just astounding. I never thought that I could like fear for my life as I did like in this game, like I once did in Resident Evil 1. But it brought back that old feeling, you know. They went back and they reinvented it, rebuilt it. Now it's is where it used to be like third person. Now it's like first person. They did really well with it. I mean, it is the most goriest, most like grotesque, horrifying game I have ever played. This game made me very, very uneasy. I felt very unsettled as I was playing it. And I still have a lot more to play. So there was times where I had to like put the game on pause, and I had to actually, you know, I had to actually step away because I was starting to get chest pains. I mean, it wasn't just, I was scared. I mean, seriously, like, you'll see in my first Let's Play that I put up on this game, I was really fearing for my life. I couldn't tell if I was in reality or if I was, like, sitting in my living room. Now, I didn't play this on the VR because, you know, I'm not a rich YouTuber. I played it on just a regular PS4, and it looks amazing on a regular PS4. Now, can you imagine that, like, on a PS4 Pro? I mean, just how enhanced it would be, or even on the, you know, or even on the Xbox Scorpio that they have coming out if they decide to enhance it, or even on the Xbox Slim 4K, you know, any of those systems, or even PC. And but virtual reality, can you imagine? I mean, if you're in there, you have those goggles on your heads. I mean, like, you know, you're looking around this creepy house, and you know, you see something just coming at you, and like, you're doing all you can to like fight for your life, and you have, keep in mind, you have this like virtual reality headset over your head, and I mean, I can see people having some severe like health issues like with this game if they're playing it on virtual reality. I can see people like having heart attacks and anxiety attacks, panic attacks. I almost had a panic attack. Like I said, I had to step away from the game a few times because you know, because I was getting chest pains. I had to put it on pause, and I was like, man, that's enough, man. I'm like, this is just too much. I mean, I didn't even know what to say. I mean, I was in shock and awe. I was scared, and I love being scared, you know, and it's been a long time since I felt that way. I mean, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, you know, I've played all of them. You know, Resident Evil 4, I played every single Resident Evil, and I've said that in many of my videos. And after Resident Evil 4, they kind of lost their way. It started becoming like more like an action game, I guess you could say. So it wasn't really survival horror, but I mean, they really brought it back. They brought it back. They resurrected the franchise. I mean, this game is done well in its first 2 weeks of like release. I mean, it's been it sold like 8 million copies, I think, last time I checked. That's what they said, and I can see why. I mean, the graphical leaps and bounds that they've made on this game are just amazing. Again, you cannot tell whether you're in your living room or if you're in the game. I mean, it's really freaking scary. I mean, it's grotesque and gory. I mean, everything you would want in a Resident Evil game, and they brought that back. Finally they've listened to their fans. You know, they've listened to people who have been fans of the franchise for so many years, and they just really brought it back. I mean, the mechanics are great. There was a few stutters like along the way, like one part as I was like going towards the door, and you won't see that in here, but probably one of the Let's Plays, it kind of, the detail kind of bleeded out a little bit. But I mean, for just, you know, for like regular PS4, I mean, they did all right. I mean, they did awesome. Like I said, it was such an unsettling, uneasy feeling. I've never felt that way in a long time. But you're going to see, like, once I put up my Let's Plays of this game, and I'm going to be doing a whole series of this, so you expect to be seeing, like, so much more of this. I'm probably going to be uploading the first video probably, like, sometime tomorrow, or I'll probably, you know, get it ready tonight, you know, edit it, do everything, and, you know, get to, like, where I need to be, which a good, you know, my friend Mark Jackson told me, you know, a good, like, Let's Play is usually, or, like, a walkthrough is usually about, like, 20 to 25 minutes long. I think I have about that. and I'm still planning on recording more footage tonight. Well, today actually, you know, because yeah, I have all day. It's the reason why I'm getting this video so early in the morning. But yeah, I mean, you could really, like, I guess, like, the character's name is Alex, I think it is. I'm not sure. I think his name, no, Ian. His name is Ian. The character's name is Ian, the main character, and there is a story behind it. And it just, like, once you get into this spot, like right here, it starts getting really freaking insane. I mean, oh my god, I was in shock and awe, you know. And I mean, I've seen so much gross shit, and I love it because that's the way a good survival horror game should be. I mean, I had my hand cut off, I had my leg cut off. I mean, I freaking lit somebody on fire. They wouldn't die. You know, I've shot people. They wouldn't die. It's just scary as hell. And sometimes the best bet when it comes to a game like this is just, like, tuck your tail between your legs and just run, man. Don't ever look back. Although that's not the that's not what the game's all about. It's really about, like, uncovering the secret of, like, what happened to your girlfriend. I think her name is Mia. And you know, she had been missed for 3 years, and she doesn't even realize it. It's just crazy. The whole thing is just weird and such an eerie, unsettling feeling I got from playing this game, and you guys will too. I'm telling you right now, if you like being scared out of your wits, you have to go out there and you have to cop yourself a copy of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. So I'm telling you guys, I mean, they reinvented survival horror once again, and they made it exactly what it's supposed to be, survival horror. I mean, I hope this means, like, great things for Resident Evil in the future. I mean, I hope that they can say Resident Evil 8. I hope they stick with this formula, because this formula seemed to work for them in the first few Resident Evils. I mean, why not bring it back, reinvent it? It's not third person anymore, it's first person, which kind of adds a whole lot more, like, realism to it, and it makes it a lot more eerie. And I'm not one for a first person game, but yeah, I mean, oh my god, you guys, I mean, the graphical leaps and bounds and just how scary and unsettling this game is. I mean, if you like being scared, as I do, without taking a heart attack, well, you might come close to taking a heart attack, actually, or going into a panic attack, because I almost did. Yeah, this game's for you then, man. I mean, if I was a film critic, and that's kind of what reminds me, I was, like, being in a horror movie. If I was a film critic, I'd have to give this, like, 4.5 stars, maybe even 5, because 4.5 stars, I mean, due to, like, the sometimes, like I said, there was some stutters in the game, but overall I'm impressed, and I love the game, and I'm glad Resident Evil went back and reinvented themselves. Anyways, you guys, this has been a Vinny Balls official production, and I'll see you in the first Let's Play of Resident Evil 7. All right, have a great weekend. Peace. Hey YouTube, this is your boy Vinny Balls, official The Beast from the Northeast, continuing my playthrough, I guess you could say, of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. If I could do, like, a short recap, well, so far, I mean, I've been kind of a little uneasy about this game, and I think we just might have found Andre, or the cameraman. What was the cameraman's name again?